A visitor, St. Alyre. The last rites, I'm afraid. It's nearly time.
The sleep of death. There is no other way. So Dr. Flanard has come to save me from the guillotine. Au revoir.
Already? I thought you'd take a week to confess your sins.
To the revolution, the people, and eternal life.
That monk must have smuggled him some poison. The Count is dead.
Mr. Robert! Mr. Robert, do you hear me? Robert!
Good God, that's Sean. You better go out the back way, quick.
Ah, there you are, Mr. Robert.
Ah, Sean.
Your father's been looking for you all afternoon.
Oh, damn. Is he angry with me?
No, I took the liberty of informing him that you were inspecting the southern fields.
Excellent, Sean. Well done.
Lord Rooksbury and his son called.
Damn. I wanted to talk to Peter about his trip to France.
He asked me to give you this. It supposedly describes a roulette system that he used to break the bank in 2 salons in Paris.
Oh, does it indeed? How interesting. Well, that was a most pleasant evening.
Yes.
I wonder if Felicity will ever learn to play the pianoforte.
I think Felicity plays rather well.
Really? Father, I would like to talk to you.
Oh?
Yes. It's about my proposed trip to France.
You can't travel to France. It's much too risky.
Father, the war is over. Napoleon is a prisoner on St. Helena. The peace treaty's been signed. Every young man is traveling to France.
As you know, Robert, I'm a sick man. Soon you'll be the only one who can carry on the family name.
Father...
I know that you think I've kept you cooped up here at Bartram Hall and prevented you from seeing the world. But it's because I've been thinking of the future.
But everyone should travel, Father. How else can one learn about life?
Later, perhaps, when you've married. Paris is an excellent place for a wedding journey.
I shan't probably get married for at least 10 years.
Not at all, Robert. I've planned it for this year. Felicity, who loves art and music so much, will be thrilled with France.
Felicity? Oh, no, Father, no. I can't marry Felicity, Father. Why, she's a lump.
There you are, Sean. I'm feeling unusually tired tonight, so I'll withdraw now. Good night, Robert.
Good night, sir.
Good morning, Sean. What sort of day is it? It's a very sad day, Master Robert. I have the painful duty of informing you that your father died peacefully during the night. I'm very sorry.
Yes. Thank you, Sean. Isn't it wonderful to be in France, Sean?
We shouldn't have come. Your father only 3 months buried.
Oh, nonsense, Sean. That should be an adventure.
Like the hounds of hell were chasing him.
More likely he's late for his supper.
Moving, you swine! Close the window, you fool!
God, Sean, what a woman. Did you see those eyes?
No, I can't say I did, Mr. Robert. That wheel is badly damaged.
Quickly, Sean, after them.
Well, come along, man, quickly.
Sean, they're stopping at that inn. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Well, this won't take us any further tonight, sir.
Well, we're not going any further tonight. Here, take that.
Here, that's no job for a pretty young girl. Do they not let men look after jobs like that in France?
We've been having war and revolution now for 25 years. There aren't many strong young men left.
Well, that's a pity. Now, if there's something I can give you a hand with, just let me know.
Did you see to our rooms? George? Yes, Colonel, they're all right. Come on, boy.
My bag, do you hear me? Filthy swine.
Monsieur is perhaps not aware that this apartment is private.
I'm most awfully sorry. I wanted to...
Oh, it's you.
It's a lot of money, Planard. You do as I say. This is the only alternative. It won't be difficult this time.
I must beg Monsieur to retire. But perhaps we'll meet again.
I'm afraid this was the only room they had left, Mr. Roberts.
It's all right. How are your quarters?
Well, they put me in with the horses.
Yes, well, if I know you, you'll soon find somewhere better to sleep. Sean, the lady in the black coach, do you think she'll take dinner in the dining room?
I don't know, sir. Normally, she probably wouldn't.
You disapprove of my interest in her. Why?
Well, it's not my place to question your judgment, Mr. Robert. But there is something strange about that black coach. And you're young, inexperienced.
How can I be anything but inexperienced? I was learning to become a gentleman farmer while my friends were fighting on the battlefield with Wellington.
Well, considering that some of your friends lie buried in those same battlefields, I think you're better off without that experience. Anyway, you wouldn't have learned much about women at Waterloo.
Hello.
What about tonight, then?
I don't know. I have a friend who can be very jealous.
Oh?
But he lives in the next village. I don't see him very often. I've got to go now. I dare not keep these gentlemen waiting.
They're not that dangerous.
The Count and his brother are really evil.
Hmm? Evil?
Yes. Some people say they're really one and the same person.
Nonsense.
I ordered wine, you slut.
Forgive me, sir. Aren't you Robert Terence?
Well, yes. Yes, I am. Have we met? I'm sorry, I don't think I've had the pleasure.
Please, don't apologize. I am the Marquis D'Armanville. I was a very good friend of your father, Sir Philip. I was very distressed to learn of his recent death. He did a lot for France.
The Marquis d'Armanville. Perhaps he did mention you.
And perhaps not, which is more likely. I was forced to take refuge in England during the Revolution and lived many different names.
Please, won't you join me for dinner?
Oh, thank you. I've already eaten.
Thank you.
This is your first visit to France?
Yes. As you know, it's been almost impossible to travel on the continent these last few years.
Quite so. But now, thank God, things are getting back to normal. Seems the entire youth of Europe are amusing themselves in Paris. The gambling salons are open again.
Do you perhaps know Lord Rooksbury? His son, Peter, has devised an absolutely foolproof method of winning at roulette. I've had £30,000 transferred to my bank in Paris.
Oh, you must be careful. Gambling can be very dangerous for a young man of means. I take it you have friends in Paris?
Actually, no. Everything was arranged so quickly. Of course, I do have a few letters of introduction.
It's not very satisfactory. People are always away or busy. You must allow me to show you Paris.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Marquis. But really, I couldn't impose.
Colonel Alyre. He's extremely dangerous and quite mad. A head wound during one of his campaigns.
Perhaps you know another couple staying here. They're traveling in a black carriage with rather an unusual crest. A flying dragon.
Oh, that sounds like the Countess St. Alyre.
Do you know him well?
Oh, hardly at all. Last met him during the Revolution. People thought he had been guillotined, but like many of us, he survived.
And the young lady traveling with the Count?
Oh, you mean his wife? They say she's unhappy with him. It's really you.
Somebody, stop him! He'll kill my husband!
Stop! Get away from her!
Colonel.
Au revoir.
Goodbye.
Right.
Are you all right, Mr. Robert? I heard there was a fight.
Oh, I'm fine, Sean. Get the shades ready. I want to go to Paris tonight.
But the wheel has to be repaired. That'll take hours.
Excuse me, Robert. But if you really want to travel on to Paris tonight, why not come with me? Your man can follow tomorrow.
Well, that's the most excellent idea. Thank you, Marquis. Sean, you will follow us.
Right.
I tell you, a man like Colonel Galliard is capable of anything. In fact, he was just an ordinary soldier. No family, no education.
And how did he then become a colonel?
Well, Napoleon and his democratic nonsense. Galliard is a shocking example of how impossible it all was.
Why should he attack the Count?
Who can say what goes on in his diseased brain? Many of his kind can't stand the sight of an aristocrat. I deplore gossip, but it is general knowledge that in his younger days, Galliard lost his entire fortune because of some woman, and that he still has a weakness for women. I shouldn't be surprised if he hadn't annoyed the Countess St with his attentions.
My God!
Ready to go, I see.
Yes, sir, ready to go.
And where's our young Englishman?
Well, he left last night along with the Marquis D'Armanville. He was anxious to get to Paris.
Yes, I'm sure. Now that the revolution has failed, all these aristocrats, young English landowners are creeping out in the sunshine again. Off to Paris to amuse themselves. I suppose you have heard that a young servant girl was murdered here last night.
No. Well, I was working on the wheel most of the night. God, who'd do a terrible thing like that?
Yes, who? I think I know.
It's a spirited young gentleman, your master.
But warn him that he will fare badly if he plays with flying dragons. He is better off in Paris.
Look out!
Mesdames, Messieurs, c'est au jeu. Rien de...
Why don't you stop now while luck is with you?
Oh, no. Must go on, I must reach the system. Thank you. The system works. It actually works.
Champagne.
Yes, thank you.
What's the matter? You look as if you'd seen a ghost.
I thought I saw the Countess de St. Alyre. I was mistaken.
How odd you should mention her. Only this morning I received an invitation to a masked ball at Cark, a small village on the St. Alyre estate. I should imagine the Count and Countess will attend.
Will you go?
I haven't decided. It's quite far from here, but I have some business to settle in the district, and Cark is charming.
When I think of it, I have seen so very little of France.
Well, when one is young, one wants the excitement of Paris.
Yes. It must be years since I last attended a masked ball.
Can't say that I particularly enjoy them, putting on costume, pretending to be someone else. Perhaps I'm getting too old for games.
Well, if it would add to your enjoyment, perhaps we could go together?
Oh, the impatience of youth. Only 2 days in Paris, the most exciting city in the world. Already you're eager to see new places. Well, very well. I hope you don't regret it.
Oh, no. I shall enjoy it.
You know, Cark is still very isolated. The people are primitive and superstitious. The ball, in fact, is part of an old tradition. It's held on St. Andrew's Eve.
St. Andrew's Eve?
The night when witches and vampires choose their victims for the coming year.
Oh, that's famous.
No, seriously, I think we should have a very pleasant time. I know a charming old inn, Flying Dragon. It's supposed to be haunted. Lovely countryside, don't you think?
Yes. Somehow strange. That churchyard, for instance, so badly neglected.
That's because the local people refuse to go there. There's something about the place once having been defiled by evil beings.
How very quaint.
And that, Robert, is the Chateau de la Carque, the ancestral home of the St. Alyre family for several centuries. Flying Dragon, Robert.
It looks perfect.
Well, the inn is very old, you know. It has an odd and bloody history. Well, what do you think?
Yes.
It said this was the original home of the Alyre family. The inn is built into the very wall surrounding the castle park.
Very interesting.
I'll take you to your room, sir.
You like the room?
Yes. Yes, this will do fine.
Oh, yes, you'll sleep well here. The walls are so thick, I doubt that any sound could penetrate.
Is the ball being held at the chateau?
No, rather in a large house near the village. The Count and Countess like their privacy. No one's been inside their chateau or its grounds in years.
My man tells me that the Count has a brother.
Yes, he has. Although I've never met him, he's a recluse.
They're a very strange family, these St. Alyres.
Not so much strange as bitter. Most of their property was confiscated during the Revolution. They've had to work very, very hard to buy back only a small part of it. Well, now I must have a short nap before the ball. Growing old, you know.
Nonsense. We'll meet at 10 o'clock sharp.
Very well. I'll be ready.
Wolves. They're wolves.
That's impossible. There haven't been any wolves in these parts since... Not since.
Thank God you're all right, Colonel. I heard the wolves. I fear the worst.
Where is everyone? Aren't there any servants?
They've already left for the ball. And I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding, Colonel. The particular room you reserved is occupied.
Occupied? I ordered that room for 1 month ago.
I know, sir, but the landlord received this letter last week. It says you've been called back into active service and won't be needing the room.
Signed by my good friend, Dr. Jacques Planat. Who the devil is he? I don't know any Jacques Planat.
Oh, one more thing, sir. The particular room you wanted has been taken by that Englishman, Robert Terence. Terence.
That young idiot is stinging his own grave.
My room is just above your master's. If you want anything.
Sean! Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Robert. Yeah, I'll get you a fresh one.
This is a very strange place. I was talking to the maid. Terrible things have happened in this house. And that Black Count. At the very mention of his name, people become deaf and dumb. I think we should leave here. Remember Colonel Galliard's warning.
You don't think that jealous madman frightens me?
Well, people have vanished without trace from this very room.
Strange disappearances, ghosts and vampires. It's pure Dark Ages, Sean.
Look, there's things between heaven and earth that we don't understand. As sure as there's a God, there's a devil. Maybe a fire-spouting flying dragon.
You really shouldn't listen to the tales of superstitious chambermaids, even if they are very pretty. Now, get me my towel. I want to get ready for the ball.
by chance from the Countess St. Alyre. No, he would like to thank you for your gallantry in saving himself and his lady wife from that madman Galliard.
Come in.
Good evening. I trust the Countess is well?
The Countess is quite well. She's engaged at the moment, but she wishes me to thank you for your assistance at the Belle Étoile. Now, if you will excuse me. Au revoir.
You haven't, by any chance, seen the Countess Elga?
No, but she must be around somewhere. Look, there's the Oriental fortune teller. Quite an amazing talent. Seems to know everything about the past and the future. Been coming here every year to the ball, but no one has ever discovered the identity of the seer. Should try.
Oh, no. Not my cup of tea.
No, but this one is quite extraordinary.
Very well.
You are truly extraordinary. You seem to know everything about me, and yet you do not even know my name.
I know you, Robert Terence.
How on earth could you?
I can also reveal that someone secretly loves you. Till the white rose sheds its petals.
The white rose? You? Does this mean, may I hope?
I must ask for your help. Can you meet me tomorrow evening in the park of our chateau?
Why, yes. Yes, of course.
There is a small Greek temple.
Mr. Terence, I believe. Come on now, Terence. You've already beaten me in a fair fight. Let's forget our differences. I need your help. I've heard that you occupy the room at the Flying Dragon, which overlooks Chateau de la Cargue.
What on earth makes you think that I would help you?
Oh, come on. That young idiot. He really deserves to get in trouble. It's best we separate for now. Have a look around and see what you can find out. George, be careful.
You too, Colonel.
Did you enjoy the ball, Mr. Robert?
Yes, Sean. It was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
I hope you haven't got a jealous boyfriend, have you?
I have many friends. Some are jealous, some are not. Do they frighten you?
George. Died 1793.
My husband would be returning at any moment, Roberts. He would be furious if he knew I'd left my rooms.
Don't be frightened. I won't let him hurt you.
I fear for my life, Robert. The murder of that old man in the fortune teller's costume. I'm sure I was the intended victim.
But who'd want to harm you?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm afraid. My husband gives me like a prisoner. And if you only knew what a monster he is, what he has done.
You must leave him now, tonight. We'll go together to England.
No, Robert. The Count will be returning soon. And he would hunt us down and catch us before we could leave the country. But the day after tomorrow, he'll be going to Paris and be away overnight. And remember, Robert, no one, absolutely no one, must know about our plans. Not even your servant. You must swear it.
I swear.
Good God. There's someone here.
This is the temple, all right. It's exactly as I remember it. Let's have a look around.
Where have you gone?
Sir, I must speak with you.
You're the maid from the inn, aren't you?
You're in great danger.
What are you talking about?
The wolves have returned, and the village say it was you who brought them back.
What sort of nonsense is this?
But, sir, they say it has also returned.
It?
The vampire.
These are pleasant fairy tales, and I won't listen to them.
Perhaps I shouldn't have forced you to play, Robert. You looked a bit pale. I thought a few hours in the fresh air might do you good.
You're undoubtedly right. I apologize for my bad humor. I haven't been sleeping well.
By the way, my business in Cark is almost finished. Should be ready to leave for Paris in a day or two.
Please don't hurry on my account. Oh, damn, I forgot my putter. Please go on to the next tea. I'll join you in a few moments.
Look out!
It shows, I believe. I wonder what could possibly entice a young man away from Paris to this godforsaken place. Terence, be careful. My ball almost hit you on the head.
What did he say? Did he threaten you?
God knows, the man is completely mad. Shouldn't be allowed to go loose.
I think it's time we gave up our game. The course is becoming crowded. Besides, I have things to do in the village. See you back at the inn later.
Yes. Goodbye. Sean.
Mr. Robert. There's been another girl murdered. The maid who lived upstairs.
Oh, no. How did it happen?
She was found with her throat slashed. The whole village has gone mad. They say it was a vampire, but I was wondering if a lot of people you know die suddenly, violent like, could that mean that you have the evil eye, unaware, so to speak?
Sean, you really have got to stop listening to superstitious French peasants. Here, I want you to take this to the bank in the next village. It's a withdrawal for £30,000. I want the money in cash.
30,000? Mr. Robert, is that wise?
Sean, please, hurry.
Good evening, Colonel.
Did you succeed in getting the drug I wanted?
Here it is, Somnus Angelorum, a very dangerous drug. The doctor who developed it was accused of murder.
Do you know his name?
Wait a moment. He fled France and was never caught. That was about 15 or 20 years ago. Here it is. Dr. Planard.
Planard?
Jacques Planard.
That's the man who canceled my room at the Flying Dragon.
I beg your pardon, Colonel.
Well, thanks.
Let's go. We've no time to lose.
This is an awful lot of money to be carrying around, Mr. Roberts.
Yes, well, I may have to travel incognito. I won't be able to go into any banks. Don't worry, Sean. I'll soon see you back in England.
Well, why can't I come with you, Mr. Roberts?
Because I gave my word to someone I can't betray. Go now, Sean.
Good luck, Mr. Roberts. I'll be here until tomorrow if you need me.
Thank you, Sean. Damn, I forgot my valise.
Everything is arranged, Robert. We'll soon be able to leave. Don't you have any baggage?
I was so excited that I forgot my valise.
How can we manage? I promised the servants money.
I've £30,000 here in my money belt.
That's Eloise, my maid. I must leave you for a second.
Don't be long.
No. There you are. There are many things I must tell you about my husband, Robert. Strange, unnatural things. But first, let's drink together.
Surely, there can no longer be any doubt, Father. The villagers are frightened. They will demand that the church act. Father, we are slowly re-establishing law and order in France. The revolt of the mob is over. Everyone is beginning to realize that only the old authorities can make the country safe again. How will your peaceful peasants react if the church betrays them?
The greatest betrayal of all would be to condone their ignorance and superstition.
Forgive me, Father, but if the people lose faith in you, may they not also turn away from God as well? They may get out of control if you fail to act. Surely you can't forget what a vicious mob can do.
I'll have to consider the matter.
Of course. Whatever you decide. You know I'm always at your service, Father. You won't recognize me, Robert, but I am Countess St. Alyre. I'm sure you can see and hear me even though you can't move. Your pulse and breathing appear to have ceased. You've just tasted a very ugly drug created by Dr. Jacques Plenard. He believed that he'd discovered the perfect painkiller, but Plenard was wrong. And unhappily for those he operated on in your condition, they all suffered great pain and anguish. Just as you will, Robert. Good evening. I believe you've already met Dr. Plenard, Robert.
How much did you give him?
70 drops.
That's a lot. You know that large doses are usually fatal.
Yes. But I haven't forgotten the young man you once gave 30 drops who awakened and ran away. Why are you so late getting here?
The priest, he thinks the ritual is barbaric, but the villagers convinced him it was necessary.
Good.
Why make the boy suffer such a horrible death? Be satisfied with his money. Let me kill him now, without pay.
No. A body with congealed blood in its veins is no use. You'll do what I say, Plenard. Otherwise, the authorities will be informed of your existence.
I have much to do before dawn.
Yes, Robert. Although I was supposed to have died 20 years ago in the Bastille, the villagers of Carc believe I lived on here as a vampire. At last, when I bought back my lands, I want everyone to respect the St. Alyre name as they did in the old days. And a vampire in the family tomb will help. Come up and take my bag. My bag, do you hear me? Filthy swine, are you drunk?
Remember me, St. Alyre?
Seize him! We should have killed you when we had a chance, Alyre.
Where is she? What have you done with her? Give him the drug. The sun will be up soon. Hurry!
St. Alyre?
Perhaps, Father, you were right after all. A civilized man, we can't go through it. His primitive rituals, barbaric.
Amen.
Come to me. Pierre Gaillard.
It can't be you. How can you still be here with him?
Perhaps he really is dead. They might have given him a fatal dose after all. Terence, do you hear me?
Colonel, I was wrong. Terribly wrong.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Find the woman?